All right, so here we are once again. It's 10:42 Mountain Standard Time, Denver, Colorado. My name is Steven, aka The Wiz, on YouTube here, and we're just doing some late night charting. Just watching the charts, trying to learn a thing or two. So that's about it. So we're kind of ranging. So we've been ranging for the overnight session. So I'm gonna put it on an 89 range chart here on the right hand side. And we're gonna make it full screen. And remove some of these distractions from the chart. Should be good. All right, so kind of what happened here during New York session. Let's just put a volume profile on here right now. And we'll split it so we can see RTH and overnight. Okay, so it's pretty clear here. During New York, we closed down at the bottom of the range. Actually more like here in the middle of the range, right? But for the overnight and the New York, we're still inside the New York range. And we're actually smack dab in the middle right now. So it's kind of dangerous trading here. Even though I want to trade, I want to degen. So I think on this account, not that it matters, we're down like 10 bucks, you know, for the day. So not a big deal. I did YOLO. I'm not proud of it, but I did it. I YOLO'd a 25K $50 account today. And just because I don't think it was smart, but I did it. I made 1100 on my 300K account. So I'm sitting at about 11,000. Need to get to 20. And tomorrow will be 2 weeks in. So more than 50% there. Obviously I get rebilled if I don't pass within the 20 days. And I don't really want that to happen. So I need to average about $1,000 a day, so I need to be very smart. So we've done pretty good on that account. Maybe that's something we can look at. And then we can come back to the chart. So let's go to the portfolio. I'll pull it up here, and then actually it's not portfolio. Look at the strategy report. We're going to pull up the account. It's odd. See what happens. Reading the report from file. Kind of feel like this is an error, to be honest. There's been quite a few bugs with this 16.0.9 version of DeepCharts, which is a beta version that they released the options, real-time option levels from the CBOE. So yeah, it shouldn't take this long. So this is an error. So now the whole fucking program is gonna crash. I can't get rid of this screen. It's in the way. Not very happy. Let's be honest here. Not very happy at all. All right. Well, since the program's still functioning, let's save this workspace as 2026 London. Then we'll close the program out. Overnight. So not the best start. We're gonna close. We'll reopen it. We'll try again. So I haven't been very happy with the performance of DeepCharts. I'm very happy with the potential of it. But it's just really buggy right now. Lots of just weird, interesting bugs. Disconnected. Holy shit, that was loud. Reason why it's taking so long to build the charts is because it has to connect to the data feeds. All right. Connected. So let's try this again. Okay. Man, fuck this. This is really annoying. Okay, at least that closed. So let's try it one more time. All right, so it's not working. So much for that plan. All right, fuck it. So on the longer term, over the last week, we are in a downtrend. Okay, now that's what you use the trend line. We have some room to come back up to the trend line to retest it. However, if you decide to use these 2 points, we have 3 touches here and we're respecting the medium term weekly trend line fairly well here. So it just depends what you use. It's pretty close. That looks right. So we're respecting the trend line Let's zoom in. It looks like we tried to break out, failed. And maybe we're making our way up for a retest. That's possible. Let's add a delta profile. See, lots of buying. I mean, if we look at the aggressive delta, buying is dominant. And we had some sellers absorbed right here. What I like to do is when a new swing happens, I like to draw additional fib lines to see, volume profiles to kind of see if the aggression lines up. You can see here, there's not quite as much aggression down low, but at the top, well, they're the same. So most of that aggression happened in this area. Get rid of the daily profile. So if we just draw this swing, most of the aggression happened up here. And we're holding above the 50% line of the range, New York range. And the question is, are we going for the highs here? Right here? Going for the highs? Or are we going for the lows? Question of the day. And I'll likely be in bed when it happens. So maybe it doesn't really matter. But we might see the retest here pretty quick, and we're getting into the witching hour. It's 1 a.m. Eastern time. So buying aggression slowed down here. Which is interesting. It slowed down here. So looks like there's selling pressure. But at the end of the day, we're inside. The New York value area. Do you think if we break above this, we'll retest the New York highs? He's right. Here. All right, so that could be our target. Okay, so we still had lots of buying interest. Well, here is where the buying interest is. Obviously, this daily profile considers that. So this is where buyers stepped in aggressively. So at the moment, there's really not much to trade. Wonder, I'm gonna go up to the DeepCharts website and see if they have another version available. Beta version. Maybe they did an update. All right, well, whatever. Guess there's nothing I can do about it. So the first thing right now is that I'm just really tired. So trading is probably not the best idea. So I'm gonna do the responsible thing. And likely get off. Call it a night. So we're in an up channel since the aftermarket through the Globex Open. And we are now at the value area high once again. We'll get rid of stuff here. Going into Friday, I'm not expecting much. Pretty boring stream overall. I might just delete this thing. Really nothing to see or nothing to do. Let me look up. I don't even know if I can trade Bitcoin or micro Bitcoin. Not sure why they don't have ETH on here. They should have ETH. Take a look at MBT. This software is fucking broken, man. Getting very annoyed. All right, I'm done, man. This is like the second stream in a row where I just am having too many problems with the DeepCharts platform. So if you were purchasing it, I would likely wait. Much as I love it, I haven't been loving it this week. And get an error. Just can't load shit. All right, I'm done. Oh wait, it actually loaded. Wow. Okay. So I'm not sure why. Maybe Apex doesn't have access to Bitcoin. Highly probable. All right, well, we're gonna give it a little more time here. When you're tired and annoyed, it's never a good combination. I'm also hungry. Kind of ate all the food in my house. They were bouncing, rejecting off of the value area high for the overnight. Yeah, so there's really nothing to trade. Look at gold. If I don't fall asleep first. I don't feel like it shouldn't take this long to load chart. Deep breath. Okay, so here's another gripe about the program. So when you're on gold, you just put RTH. Still gives you the profiles from 1800. It doesn't actually give you the profiles for RTH. I don't know if that's something to do with gold, but gold only has ETH session profiles. Okay, and gold has had a crazy run this week. Straight up. And there's still buying happening at the top. Like, all positive delta is just insane. Can it go higher? Looks like it's becoming exhausted. Let's go in the short. Take this back down to high volume node right here. Maybe the low volume node. Looks like a good target. If we take this small swing here, there. I like it. So it's about a 1-to-1. Got our stop behind this node, which we bounced off of and started to reject. The next big aggressive delta node is right here. And we're just front running by a few ticks, 7 ticks or so. So sometimes you just trade what you see, don't overthink it, and hopefully it works out. This one's looking promising. We could take it all the way to the VWAP, but the plan is to take it to my spot and get out. All right, good trade. You can see we got a reaction right at that level, right? To the tick. Fuck did that move for? Swear to God, this is some dumbass shit. So pretty good spot. Like to the tick, yo. So it's gonna react here where it just kind of had a tiny reaction, or it's gonna react potentially here. Man, I slept good last night. I don't know why I'm so tired. So a little side note for anybody who's actually watching this snooze fest. I've pretty much been the same weight forever, my whole life, from adulthood, of course. And since I've been trading for the first time, I put on a little bit of belly fat. I mean, it's nothing compared to like 99% of other people, but I notice it. Like it's literally nothing. But I attribute it to sitting on my ass watching these fucking charts. So it's one of the reasons why I do not keep a lot of food in my house. So I almost feel like I starve myself at night because I just want to eat all the time. But I'm just not moving around as much. And I'm a exercise physiologist and a strength and conditioning coach, so I deal with this all the time. Body composition stuff, nutrition. I've been eating way too much pizza, so that's probably half of the problem. I have these clients that I work with on Wednesdays and they buy me pizza it's really good pizza, but eating a whole pizza, it's like and not moving, standing around. All right, gold's moving pretty slow as well. It looks like we got to bounce exactly off of that level. The question is, do we continue down to the point of control for another leg? Let's look at contracts. There's some liquidity there, so there are contracts being traded. But it's at the 89 range. Let's switch this to, like, I don't know. Try a 28 range. Okay, so out of all these levels, this one right here is the most significant at the moment. As well as the level above it. Looks like sellers have short-term control. So I'm gonna sell this down to the VWAP for a quick scalp. I think it has a little room to come down. Stop is behind where price bounced. We're just trading what we see. See lots of selling pressure. We're close to the VWAP. I think there's less resistance down than up. Looks like some of that move got exhausted. I think I need to trade gold, man. I really do. I need to trade gold more. It's just when those moves go, they're volatile, and if you're on the wrong side of it, I guess Nasdaq's the same. Pretty strong sell, aggressive selling here. We'd probably take it all the way down to the point of control, but sometimes it front runs the VWAP. But since they're so close to each other, I think the VWAP's a good target. Pretty volatile there. So you see what I mean here? It missed it by a tick. Then it front runs and goes back up. So that's gold for you. Right there. That's what gold does. And we're going to get stopped out, but that's fine. The way it is. It's part of the game. I'm not moving it. There's these two levels right here, right? Really wiggly there. I was gonna move it one tick back too, but whatever. Just insane. It's demoralizing when you miss your take profit by one tick. I even said it, which is the craziest thing, right? So we got one more shot. So we're gonna limit sell here. And then try it again. And where is the best place to put this? Behind there. So we have protection. So we do have some buyers stepping in here. With a little bit of size. Yeah, I'm out. Okay, next shot. We miss profit by 1 tick and then take 2 L's in a row. And we're only down $14, so it's called risk management. Okay, this is a spot right here where buyers got absorbed. Lots of selling up here. So we'll take one more shot here. Didn't like that rejection. See one nice big negative print here. We'll take another crack. Sellers got absorbed. Buyers step back in. Buyers got absorbed. We're just scalping straight up price action here, order flow. So what we're really working on tonight, at least at this moment in time, is being okay with your stop getting hit and trying not to move it. Very basic skill. That's hard to master. Set it and forget it. I mean, I'm not opposed to moving things if you do, after entry, see some evidence that there's a better location, but you shouldn't just move it to give yourself more room and just because you want to, it's coming towards it. That makes sense. Because that's the tendency. Because you can always move it back a little bit farther and a little bit farther. See what happens up here at this level. It's just insane. We missed the take profit by 1 tick. Literally. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks above the high. So we're looking for a reaction from this low volume node. Pretty strong buying. Buyers and sellers are stepping in here, so the numbers are starting to get a little bit bigger at this level. So we're starting to pick up some resistance. So maybe we get one more little pop up, I get filled, and then there's a... Please don't miss me by a tick. I'd rather get filled and lose than not get filled. So I'm looking for a quick reaction to come back down here and test the value area high. From that low volume node. If else, it's just gonna rip right through and take me out. Hoping the high is exhausted and there's no more buyers up there. But the buyers are definitely still interested. Let's just see if we can get some sellers to step in. Give us a quick little hit back down here to the value area high. So for this account, I have $7,500 in drawdown, and I'm 11,000 in profit. So we're just taking order flow trades. We're gonna take a lot of losses. But over the long term, we should have a little bit of an edge, I think. As long as we keep the losses small, we could definitely take 10 losses in a row and still be profitable. Okay, so this is the spot right here. We need to kind of hold this level. All right, that's 4. Swept the high. I think we're gonna try again. We're a glutton for punishment. So Bitcoin's on a tear. It's working its way back up to 76,000. It'll likely get there tonight. Gold is kind of moving with it. They're both kind of moving in the same direction. So the question is, it's zombie crawling up. Do we want to fade it? Shit, I don't know, man. Gold just had such a big move to the upside that, okay, we're out. Fuck that. Save a couple bucks. Just get the fuck out of there. Holy shit, man. I mean, look at that. Just totally on the wrong side. Insane. Trying to catch to the top, right? All because we missed our take profit by a tick, so we just kept trying to get back at it. Bad idea. These sellers are starting to step in here. Got to absorb here too, a little bit. Keeping the losses small regardless. Saving lots of money. Just ripping. We had lots of selling right here. Buyers kept pushing it up. But I kind of feel like we're getting close. See some numbers. What a push. Okay. I mean, the safe bet is to chip away right here, not get greedy. Don't one tick me again. You're not gonna one tick me again, are you? Thank God. Okay, so now we're gonna keep an eye here, because I think we could return here or here. So essentially what I was looking at is this level right here. That was my TP. I think we do go right here. Take it down to this next level. Stop loss above the high. Maybe actually it could be another leg up. Just wait. Let's look for a reaction up here at the top. Just fading like a fader. I'm a fader. sometime this weekend? Question mark. Yeah, that's the level. All right, so Bitcoin is at 75. It's about to make another high. That's what's happening. It's retesting the high that it made earlier. So it's taken about 5 hours. Retraced for 2 hours, came back, and is now pushing to retest the highs. Looks like sellers are stepping back in on Bitcoin. Gold and Bitcoin are moving very similar tonight, to be honest. So, kind of interesting. Kind of feel like there's a lot of volume too with Bitcoin. Actually, the volume is protecting 75,000. Maybe we're starting to see a retracement. So this is the level I'm eyeing here, and I'm just shorting it from this right here. Okay, so I like the selling pressure here. Same zone. It's gonna take a while to work down, but I know I'm torn. I don't think it's a straight line, but when gold gets moving, it moves fast. So I'm torn whether just to take this 34 bucks right here and just chip away. I think that's the safe route because we might get another pullback. We can extract a little extra value. Bitcoin is starting to pull back pretty heavy. Pretty big red candle. You'll follow Bitcoin. So I expect this pullback. If we break this high, I'm probably gonna bail. Okay, so we made a lower high, lower low, come back, tap into this range, targeting the low and then a little bit lower. So starting to play this lower high, lower low pattern for at least one more swing down. And so we had 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we broke above it. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was not expecting that. But I see it now, of course. Hindsight. It's the best sight. Undefeated. Perfect information. Bitcoin's holding, it's trying to push back up. We're gonna do this, let's do it right. Not scared, I'm convinced, and maybe that's my downfall. A little scalp on a top step account. It's not noteworthy. Essentially same trade, gold short from stupid. I can't actually show you the chart because TopSec X has this stupid ass shit that when you right click, it changes screen. Anyways, so I might get into that again, but that's doesn't want to go yet. Zoom into the order flow. Get some exhaustion here. Okay, we're gonna try this again on the other account. Going for about 30 bucks. Okay, we can't afford to not take profit on these trades because we don't have a lot of drawdown. So we're really just trying to build a little bit of buffer. It has a static drawdown on it, so of $1,000. So if we can just nickel and dime our way up to $1,000, then we have $2,000 of drawdown. So we really just have to be super selective. But sellers are starting to take control here. Got a little bit more negative delta. Let's see if we get another push up. And if not, I'm likely gonna short again. Could be tapping into halfway just to continue to go higher again, right? That's 100% possible. Oh. Looking for aggressive buyers being absorbed or aggressive sellers to step in, or both. Might be consolidation. Got this up, down, up. Might just be going like this for a bit. New high. Need to see an absorption here. Oh, oh my goodness. Fact that there's no wick on these candles. I'm leaning that we're going to sweep them. Buyers are strong, dude. Don't fade gold. I have 7,500 in drawdown over here, so I'm not too concerned about it over here. But I am trying to catch the top, and it's not working out very well. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go long. An epic push, man. This is insane. It's just an epic push. It really is. It's fun to watch. I'm on the wrong side. You just get in and go long, right? And then you go long and then it turns around. What's happening with NASDAQ? I bet you it's fucking skyrocketing too. Yep, look at that. NASDAQ's running. About to sweep the highs. All right. It's really low volume. But we did have buyers up here. Exhaustion. Fucking with that account. All right, y'all. Well, I think I'm just gonna let this one run all night. See if we can get back to the point of control. So we're gonna let that one run all night. This one, we're gonna manage real quick and try to get the fuck out. Yeah, I think we're off to bed after that. After this, whatever we decide to do here. I don't want to manage this all night long. I don't really have the drawdown to take a bunch of shots, so it's crazy how much it's moving though. Absolutely insane. I do think there's a lot more room to the upside, but I'm gonna call it, so I'll catch y'all later. Good luck trading.